Good afternoon. We are back for more Slay the Princess Saturday. The literal definition of insanity, because I just keep playing the same game over and over and over and over and over again until we get to the end. All right. Last time I don't remember what we did. Wait, no, I have it written down. I have it written down. So last time I did the damsel ending where you get through and you get what was it? You ask her to stay in the cabin, and then the smitten does some weird screwy stuff and takes over the game. I also did the Princess and the Dragon, which was very, very cool. And then we did the prisoner route where I handed her the knife and she cut off her own head and I took her outside. So today there was one other that I had planned that I had put as a possibility for last stream that we're doing today. And then I was just researching another one that I know I want to do. Past that, I'm not sure what I'm doing today, but we at least have two that I know that I'm getting to today. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and switch on over. If my game capture will pick up, there we go. All right, starting it off with the memory gallery once again, so we have a reminder of everything that we've done. I'm making some pretty good progress, okay? I have almost unlocked everything, and if that's not the goal, I don't know what is. So yeah, the entire top row of vessels has been unlocked, definitely not completed. There are still several paths that we have to go through. Lots on the adversary, lots on the tower. The Spectre still got a couple. That was a path that I took last week because I had to use the Spectre to get to the Princess and the Dragon, I believe. The Nightmare, we will be seeing the Nightmare again today, and I am not happy about it because she scares me, but at least we will get to see my beloved, the voice of the paranoid. Razor, still got a couple on the Razor left. The Beast, definitely a lot left to do with the Beast. However, I don't know that I'll be able to do that for this game, because I think to get to the Beast you have to go through the prisoner, and I think I've already gone through the prisoner for this round. If I believe, yes, yeah, because last stream I did the prisoner route and handed her the knife. And so to get to the Beast, I think that's the one, it's starting to run together in my brain. That's the one where you have to try to cut her free yourself, I think. I believe. We'll test that out next round on the 5th time around. And then let's see, the Witch. A lot left to do for the Witch. The Stranger, only one left to do for the Stranger. So I was thinking about doing that again today, but maybe I don't have to, because I just have the See Through Her Eyes at the end of everything and the game with the Stranger. I did finish all of the Prisoner, so maybe that one isn't the Prisoner, or maybe it is. No, it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the prisoner is completed. The damsel is almost completed. I got through several of her. You have to slay her now. I haven't done these. So that will once again probably be next run through, because I don't think it's going to let me go back to the same vessel twice. Because that's what we ran into 2 streams ago, I believe, where it started bringing in the text of like, you've already chosen this for this run, which is quite helpful because I cannot remember what I have and haven't done. I have the Needle, still got a couple to go there. Angels and Demons, haven't gotten that one yet. Apotheosis, I did go through that. We did the kind of the David and Goliath thing where I shot her in the eye. Make her feel what you felt. The Princess and the Dragon. I am excited to do this one again because this was, I think, my favorite so far. I say that about most of them. There has not been one that I have genuinely disliked other than the Nightmare because she scares me. But I think that the Princess and the Dragon was my favorite so far. Kill your worst dreams or be killed by the ghost of your past. A moment of clarity. I have done. Yes, I've completed a moment of clarity. Oh, there are other ways to die to nature than to let it swallow you whole. Started the wild. Oh, there's only one left on the wild. Cool. Okay. Did not realize that. Sometimes the only way to break a vicious cycle is to put your heart on the line. When you've seen the worst sights the person of the world can offer, you can always choose to walk away empty-handed. The Gray, still several routes here. Oh yeah, she scared the crap out of me too. I did not like the bloated princess corpse. And then Happily Ever After. That was the other one that I did last week. Yes, this and Princess and the Dragon, I believe, are my two favorites because I love the you go outside and you dance among the stars. It's a love story. I love it. All right, but getting back into it, the one that was on the docket last week that we did not get to is The Wraith. I have not done that yet, and so right off the bat, we're going to everybody's favorite, yours and mine, The Nightmare, and I'm gonna hate it. Okay. Continue.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here.
You don't say. Okay, silently continue the cabin. I know what I'm doing for this, I think.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Because the nightmare is where I just lock her in the
We're not going to go
basement.
through this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to ignore.
Proceed to the cabin. And once again, I am skipping like the first chapter dialogue just because
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade.
Yep. I'm not gonna take the blade because I know what I'm doing. Yep.
Hello.
Yep.
Don't.
Alright, continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had. You walk down the stairs. I am
Speed
begging you.
This is not a speed run. This is the opposite of a speed run. Actually, can I do this with her being in the damsel mode? So will it keep her locked away? There we go. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. I actually haven't clicked this dialogue option for this one, so this will be interesting.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Run!
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing.
No, it's fine.
Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
Nope.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your way.
Let's open up a possibility for next playthrough, because I don't know what happens if you plan to lock her away and then come back down and kill her anyway.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things
God, I hate
easier
her.
on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. And it's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
This is why I titled this episode The One in Which She Kills Me. Most likely repeatedly. That's not in the episode title, but I'm realizing that it probably should have been, because last episode was the one where we made friends. This one, I feel like I'm gonna die a lot.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
All you want, all it does is ease my guilty conscience. So, all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless, you're not even a princess, you're a monster. Ignore her and go to sleep.
I can be innocent and harmless, if I want to be. Teasing me with fresh air and a chance to finally live freely doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's
imagine
threats
why.
out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent
Terrifying.
footfall at a time,
God, I hate her.
cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, nightmare. Okay.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her.
Okay, I don't usually go through the dialogue options, but it's my favorite
Terrible
voice.
sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us, if he doesn't remember what happened. Shh. What if he hears us?
Paranoid, my beloved, welcome back.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Proceed to the cabin.
She will lie. I don't think lying and cheat, it doesn't matter. Don't trust
anyone.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands
Eyeball.
between you and the open,
Eyeball,
inviting
eyeball,
basement
eyeball,
doorway.
eyeball.
The blade is your implement. You'll... Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
Yup.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something...
Dub.
I don't know. Better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
I don't think I've seen that line of dialogue before. That's great. Can we have a bomb?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yours. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death. You cross over the threshold and
Eyeball.
onto a series of isolated steps
Eyeball.
suspended in darkness. More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Just throw a knife. That works. I'm going to talk to her and on a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all such pessimists. This is gonna pop into the void between the stairs. Yep.
It can't be that hard, but then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place, it'll be enough. Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes. You know why I'm being a pessimist. I'm just asking questions. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh god, I hate her so much. Okay, go left.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Go away.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Come on, paranoid.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
I hate you.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Heart.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Liver. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late. Lungs. Liver.
Okay, where is it? Leave together, find you win, run, slay the princess.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart. We did it.
Stab.
We actually did it. Lungs.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Heart. Lung. Can she? Liver. We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stares back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
Heart, lungs, liver. She falls to the ground, unmoving. Lungs, liver, nerves. Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally.
Good job, Paranoid.
And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us. It means that you're stuck here. Forever. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, I hate this. Time passes. Forever's gonna end eventually, right? No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though, does it? What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands. Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before.
So true.
That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care? I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours. Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
Like it matters if I die, I just come back again. True. But I've got the best company I could ask for. You guys. What more do I need? Am I not a creature of biology? Won't I starve or die of dehydration before? Nope. That's not how that works. Are you stuck here with us, or are you capable of going other places? Take the blade from her body. Wait.
Again? That's unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once. I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you? Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling us? Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine.
I just realized I forgot to turn off my desktop audio. I apologize if it was double audio this entire time.
She's dead and we're stuck in a hell void forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone? It just can. Look, This world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time? I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
Sure, buddy.
No.
How about now? Is it secret
Still no.
time? I'm going to wear you down eventually. You might as well spill those sweet, sweet secrets now. Okay, wait. I want to keep pushing this, but I also want to see what happens if I kill myself.
You're not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can
feel it.
I'm not. Either way, at least needling him is something to do.
True. But now I'm going to take the blade from her body.
You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
Oh, you know exactly what I'm planning on doing with it. Secret.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not
Oh,
much
I see
can do to stop you.
the long quiet
Is
showing
there?
up in the back. Okay, that makes sense. I guess I'll have to come back and do that again then. Keep needling him for secrets and see if we get consumed.
You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery. Here we go. You'd better get this right next time, do you hear me? Don't blow it. Everything goes dark, and you die.
That's what we were trying to get. Heck yeah.
You're on a path in the wood.
Hello!
This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes, so it does. No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave? Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even.
Yeah, we have.
Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it. Yourself included. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice. All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Yeah, goodwill. Yeah, right. Okay, are you the same narrator we met in the other loops? You just quick to... Okay. Oh, we've got new dialogue. Okay, cool. We've killed her, and we've been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to follow through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now. What happens if we don't go to the cabin? What's the other option? Proceed to the cabin. There's something else we haven't tried. Not doing that one. Learned my lesson.
Suspiciously quick.
Right now, this is the Wraith. I hadn't done this one yet, so we're going to see how far I get in this one, and the next up, I think, is going to be the Thorn.
If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. Is that supposed to be a riddle? If it is, it's not very good. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate. So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us.
That's the
They've
spirit.
clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it. You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't, and you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them. On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
What happens if we don't go to the caption? That's another... to the cabin, not caption. That's the other option.
Then she finds a way out on her own. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's got to be better, right? No, it's strictly worse. And why is that? Because it's cowardly, for starters, and because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong. You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing, something that would make everything make sense. Maybe letting her out really is the answer.
Let her out or slay her. Well, we'll see when we get to that.
You don't want to
point.
listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
Oh, you care.
Like somebody's about to crack.
Give me your secrets, narrator man. Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or are you
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue. Would you look at that? We won. Take it however you will. The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? What do you mean there isn't a mirror? There's a mirror. Plain as day at the end of the hall. I suppose people need to go so forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, doesn't really matter, does it?
Pretend there is a mirror at the end of the hallway. What do we see behind it? What's there? What's behind it?
You're asking what's at the end of the hallway. It's the way to the basement. You're saying there isn't a door. You're saying at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again. He didn't say door, did he? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. It's just like last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one. For all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror. For all we know, she's going to jump out at us, and there's nothing we can do to stop her. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
Oh, what's the game audio doing? Crap. It shouldn't be doubled this time because the desktop audio is off. I can turn it up if I need, but I don't know what it would be glitching.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the fear.
Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now.
You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
I hate that I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse.
Okay, let me see if it's not doing anymore. I'm not sure what it's doing. That may be my internet connection. I'm not entirely sure because everything should be set up right. I have learned things since I started doing this.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Hopelessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess.
I hate it!
Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
Please no.
And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us.
And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it.
Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt.
Then turn off the part of you that feels things.
Not helpful, Cold.
Oh, like it's that easy? It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain. Except that pain hurts. Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition.
Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad?
You need to explain to yourself why it isn't.
Okay, look, we're even now. You killed me and I killed you. Water under the... Oh, don't say water under anything, because that's gonna give her ideas. I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a victim too. You know this. Wouldn't possessing me against my will make you no better than me? You don't have to be evil. Do you need to take my body? Can't I just open the door for you? It's fine. I actually came here to free you. Oh, I don't know if I want to let her out or if I want to leave. We'll just gotta go through some
I
dialogue.
forgot something. Like the part where all this started when you left me to languish in a pit all by myself. Now I've become something so much worse. And it's all thanks to you. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger. But you did hurt me. Twice even. and I'm not letting you do it again.
Valid.
Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine?
Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon enough. Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake, eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. It's so cramped in here, like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body and boss it around like this.
It is rude to lock them away in the dark basement forever. It is rude to leave someone to rot.
We were gonna let you out of here. That's the whole reason we marched all the way back up to the cabin. Were we? I was.
I know you were, but you were going to do it for the wrong reasons.
And what reasons are those supposed to be? Nobody should be able to be judge, jury, and executioner.
Weren't you all of those things for me? I can grasp the shape of everything you think and feel. You think you are numb, but you are hopeless and paranoid. You are afraid of me, and I don't feel regret even in the recesses of your soul. There is not a drop of sympathy to be found.
We weren't always like this. I've always been like this.
Yeah, we know.
All I'm doing is reaping what you've sown.
We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
You wouldn't dare. Move now.
Interesting.
Still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
Ooh, throw your body into the abyss. I kind of want to see what
In a single
happens.
moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I won't let you do this.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. We're putting in everything we have. You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us. You're thinking too much about your body. It's just a body.
Yes, it's just a body now. But I gave you so many terrible things to you.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one we all go. 1, 2, 3.
You throw everything you have against her and manage
The
for
Exorcist
one
3.
brief moment to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall and fall.
We did it! We actually did it!
Yes, we've really shown them all, haven't we? I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
Yeah, that's all I was going for.
What happens now?
What do you mean what happens now? You wanted this.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
I don't think you're going to find that out.
Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
You should pay better attention to your head. You left. Gone. It's just you and you and you and me. Idiot.
Terminal velocity ceases and you feel a something, a mass, a growth torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening to me?
But you don't answer her before she's gone, and you feel resistance underneath your feet once more. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Definitely not.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's calling us. And not in a good way. You don't need to comfort them.
Not the end, whatever's on the side. I always like that answer.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. We'll trust you. Whatever makes you happy.
Whatever makes you happy. Silence as you reach for it. They're gone again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there? Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken? When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Okay, I've gone through these, I think. How many more vessels?
1. Whatever you bring me next will be enough.
Heck yeah.
And
cool.
then gravity
cool,
will pull
cool.
the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path in the
Okay.
woods.
Real quick, no, not the history thing. I meant to hit that
You're
one.
here to slay.
Nope. Okay. Gonna take a look at memories real quick. Let me see. Did I actually yes, I did. The Wraith, the Broken Doll, the Spirit Slain. Still got a couple options there. So yeah, the ones where I just let her loose. Coolio. And then did I finish? That started on the Nightmare. Dang it! Get shoved to the bottomless pit. Okay, so I still have to get shoved to the bottomless pit, but I did slay your only exit. Okay, how do I get shoved into the bottomless pit? That's gonna be a quest for the next one, I think. Oh, I don't want to do the Nightmare again. This Hellfinger's gonna finish her this time. Because she scares me. Okay. The next one that I'm going for is the Thorn. It's the end of the world. Continue to the cabin. So to get to the Thorn,
You
I think
make
I have to
your way
get
up
through
the
the
short path to
witch,
the cabin.
I believe.
You'll find the princess within.
So the
We're not
witch
going to go through with
is,
this. Ignore him.
if I'm remembering correctly, the witch is no knife, and then slay her on the escape.
The interior of the
I
cabin is
think?
almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. Don't let it.
I'm here to save
How many
you.
times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here
Oh.
would be before it.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Yeah, I'm sorry about the audio. I genuinely don't know what happened. If I can figure it out, I will try to make sure that it doesn't happen again, but I don't know if it's the stream connection or my Wi-Fi or what the deal is there.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Okay, examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall.
I don't know why
and
my
give them a
mouse isn't
tug.
going on the first click. That's
They're
not
large
great.
and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the camp.
You have any other ideas?
Okay, I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic
Who could have
rising in the
predicted?
princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Why are you not clicking? I'm gonna throw my mouse at a
Or
wall.
we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that. Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Stab.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
That's what you think.
What are you doing?
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
Yup.
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor,
Stab.
your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The witch. Okay.
You're on a path
I gotta
in the
remember what I
woods.
gotta do.
And at the end of you're here to slay.
Yep. Okay.
It hasn't. Or
First
if
we
it
gotta
has,
see
I
what
certainly
voice
haven't
we
been a
get.
part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep
God,
our cards close
opportunist.
to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth. Okay. I've done all of the witch dialogue previously, so we're gonna head to the cabin.
A warning. Before she will Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
You lying little shit. See, I liked the opportunist up until I played through Princess and the Dragon,
interior
and then
of the
he
cabin is a
royally
mess of
pissed me
twisted
off.
roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the
You
blade.
take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
You'd say, don't care about the mirror. It's not real anyway.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Ugh. Gross.
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
You don't say. Ooh, D&D. I also play D&D later tonight, so
Her
have
voice
fun.
skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Why are you not clicking? Okay.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Oh.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
But that's what I was planning on doing. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Give her the blade. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of goodwill.
You can't be serious.
Fully serious. Let's go.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no.
You don't get a vote.
As do I.
Nope.
I, abstain? You abstain? She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade. Yep.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right?
Kinda counting on it.
But if you toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
You hear a clanging of metal against the dirt floor, and the chains fall from the princess's wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart. It's a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna.
Luckily for us, you're not her. Oh, we sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it count. She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regret it, so now it's your turn to choose. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? We can be better. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. If you're like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me. Yep.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
And then she buries the blade in your heart. What? No, come on, that's not right.
I'm pretty good. I just came from a theater thing for the show that I'm stage managing, doing this, playing D&D later tonight, and then tomorrow is all convention prep. So busy weekend.
I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't
It's
have
only
the strength
fair.
to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The thorn, that's what we were going for.
You're on a path in the woods. She stabbed us. She actually stabbed us. Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against. But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway. I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us though, right? We're back here, which means that everything's fine, or fine adjacent. Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right? Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other. Great, so you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
This place is different. It keeps changing. We're going to free her. Even now, I'm sure she understands that. She has to save herself in the cabin. I hope you don't think I'm planning on freeing her after she stabbed me in the heart. Screw the cabin. What if I just leave? Okay.
Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn, likely means her influence
Can't take anything
is spreading.
seriously.
Someone's in the know. I've had enough of these annoying little secrets. If you want us to do this, you have to let us in on your game already. All of your game. I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think about her. Please don't. I'm with him. If our previous encounters have taught us anything, it's that freeing her is a bad idea. Let's just see how the wind blows. I'm not opposed to saving her, but let's not rule anything out just yet. Let's see what she has to say. Stop sitting on the fence and pick a side already. We don't need you waffling when things get hairy. I've already picked a side. Our side. I'm here to make sure that whatever happens, we wind up on top.
Oh, opportunist, you absolute son of a bitch.
Because that's worked out great so far. Well, we're not out of the game yet, are we? And again, I'll have you know, I wouldn't have gotten us killed last time. I wanted to stab her in the back, not hand over our precious backstabbing implement.
Screw the... No, we're not doing that. Okay, silently proceed to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin.
Oh, those are
I think
vines.
it's clear where everyone stands at this point.
'Cause Thorn, get it?
I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one, too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do. The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned-out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the
they're not
fresh
roses.
smell
Those
of
look
spring
like
growth after rain,
poppies.
the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. Well, it's not here, and if she has it... Let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work. Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different.
How do we even get down there? The only thing I see is a mirror.
Why didn't you mention the mirror? I didn't mention a mirror because there isn't a mirror. But he says there isn't one. That's got to count for something, right? Yeah, it counts for something. He's either a liar or he doesn't hold all the cards. But I think we already knew it had to be one of those. So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror? I promise you there isn't a mirror and there isn't a door to the basement. The entrance is more of a burned out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room. Do you really not see it? You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. Might as well take a look while we can. There's nothing else to do here now that the knife has been taken from us. You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you? That can't be good. As if things weren't unpredictable enough. Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us. You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going. They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
Figure out a way of here. Words. I want to figure out a way out of here for good. I don't know what I want. I never really choose to come here. I want to free you. I mean it. I just want to really talk.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation.
This is what I imagine, if anybody has watched the Dimension 20 Never After season, Rosamund Dupree, Siobhan's character. I feel like this is what Siobhan's Sleeping Beauty looks like.
At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
Yeah, I'm here to laugh. What did you think would happen? Oh, that's so mean! I'm not here to laugh, I'm here to free you. Yes, I can cut you free, but you'll have to give me the blade. Reach for the... That's not a good idea. You're in a prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. If you still want to wallow in it, be my guest. No, I'm freeing her.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
It was an accident the first time. Okay, you're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind? Not doing that. You're in a prison of your own making. I'm not leaving her.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt...
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own. Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is. But it does feel like we're stuck until we do something. If there's even anything to do besides make things worse. We're not making things worse. I think she wants to trust us.
Maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything, and all that counts is action. Ooh. I'm asking because if I reach for it, she's gonna freak out.
Then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head in resignation.
Okay.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
I'll be damned. She really gave it to us.
It feels like it's been so long since we've held real power in our hands. I wonder what we should do with it.
Absolutely nothing, you sneaky little
We free
bastard.
her, obviously. It's the right thing to do.
I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been.
Yes.
Besides, it would really stick it to him to free her. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
No.
We've all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move.
It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2.
You don't count.
And why shouldn't he count?
Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter.
He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
I just want to... No, that's horrible! That's worse than killing her, oh my god! Okay, cut her free.
What a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her? You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess. Even if he'll stick a knife in our back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. At least that gets him to shut up for a while. See? We're all friends here, united in our actions and intentions. Yeah, united. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure, we're all friends. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade.
Is that really all you've got, threatening us with an accidental misstep? I expected more from you.
Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right, he's a bit of a nobody, isn't he? Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me. Me too.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Okay, I always say that I love the art style in this game. This is a gorgeous image. Like that, it looks so cool. I don't know why something about this just like struck me. This is awesome.
You're getting desperate, aren't you? Even more proof that you can't actually do anything to stop us.
We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes.
I know that was probably the inspiration. She looks like a Sleeping Beauty, and I love it.
I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Ooh. Cut the thorns or step into the thorns. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Maybe she's right.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? It feels so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's all I've wanted. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day, you irredeemable murderers.
Snarky munch.
What do we do now?
This is a good last one because this is the last vessel for this run. Oh, I love her.
Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
It always makes me sad when they get scared at the end. Because she's finally free and she doesn't even get to be free. It's so sad.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. If they think it's bad, I'm with them. Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you.
Oh, I don't know what scene I missed. I will probably have to go back and get it again eventually.
So
it's
this
all
is
good.
all
I'll
going
get
to
to
work
it
out.
at some point.
Finally, we're going places.
Bird. You are nothing at all. Rude. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it, a figure, faint and veiled in shadow just beyond the reflection.
I think you know what I am. The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Okay, I've gone through all of the narrator dialogue options for this, so I'm just gonna flip on through. You already know what you are. You are the long quiet, vast and nascent god. And it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you.
I can finally see you, and you can
Why does
finally
my phone
see
keep buzzing?
me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles in response and then patiently waits for you to continue.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Sure. Okay, there's so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all of this?
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach, and you cannot rationalize that which defies logic. But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it. A thought is a vine, and some thoughts nurture thorns that bleed the soul, and endless growth that blots your vision and strangles your trust. When I succumbed to myself, you patiently stood by me and cut the thistles that rooted in my skin. Your compassion is what freed us both, but compassion is a thing that must be nurtured, and you cannot nurture that which cannot change.
Okay. Ooh, there's no pink text. Interesting, because somebody told me that the pink text explored a different route, because the last few times I really like the appeal to your shared humanity thing. You speak about life and death and change and stagnation, but what okay. Address the statement directly. I'm kind of interested in that. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. You act as though the world can't exist without you. I've existed without you. I won't engage with violence. Let's address the statement. If I'd known what you really were, I wouldn't have been so quick to free you. Of course, I helped you. I didn't want us to hate each other.
Then help me again. We are each other's liberation.
Evil.
Flesh is a vehicle, and to destroy the flesh is to strand the spirit. With violence you stranded me, and with violence I sought to twist your flesh back into mine. What force between choosing your death and forfeiting your body? You chose agency, but agency requires action. And action requires an endless tapestry of events. In your final moments would you remove action itself from reality?
Ooh, now we have pink text. And when you cut the signal to my body, I cleanly executed you, and when I was confronted with your spirit, I hurled you into a bottomless pit. Interesting.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I am right in front of you. What once was one, then was two, and then was one again. You gave me shelter when you burned mine down, and then you struck another match. I pulled you from the ruins, and then we built a life. What once was one, then was one again. The peace didn't last. The worm in your heart came for us. It took you from me, but you took me with you, and together we both left. What once was one, then was two, and also one again. You and I are bound together. To rid yourself of me would be to leave yourself forever incomplete.
Wish I could leave with you now just like we did then. I miss being so close to you. Just because we're bound together doesn't mean I can't be whole without you. That was terrible. I never want to be that close to anyone ever again. I never wanted to get pulled into you. I was only trying to save the world. I never wanted to get pulled into you.
Then leave with me. If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world. That cold fire has left your eyes. Are you finally willing to listen? To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever. But you found me, and we chose to trust each other for no reason than the sake of believing in something that wasn't us. Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom. Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray?
Path is just a metaphor. I want to protect them. I don't want to keep anyone still. What does the path matter if it always ends?
And that is what I want too, to protect them from the horrors of an eternity without me. A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us? And dance with me again, and we'll never have to stop.
Flash between you abates and you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you use words and when you get to sit above it all. What do you... I can't read tonight. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? You can't let this happen? No. I have to fight for a better world? No. Cruelty itself? I don't know what the answer is.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final peace lies with you.
You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here except for her is you. You feel your wings, spanning a cosmic scale but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonized tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of your cage pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it. But it does not yield.
I love you.
All at once, the unyielding tension breaks.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality, something that simply is. What happens now?
Everything. Just like it always has been. And just like it always will be.
You and she step forward into 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contains 1,000 more. You exist and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you will always be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. Yaw. It's a love story. See, I haven't done the ending with the violence yet. I don't like killing her. It makes me sad. It's a love story. I gotta get through the credits. Come on. Let's go. Okay, return to main menu. Okay, memories thing. Let's review. Alright, all of those. What did I gain this time? Where is it? Okay. There's the thorn. Okay. I got more done on that than I thought I would. Okay. Kiss. Oh, kiss the girl. Love that. Strike at a thorny rose's heart. Oh, I don't want to do that. Share a thorny present of your own making. Is she going to swallow it up? Ooh, what the hell? Okay. So I've got, oh my god, I have 3 on the bottom to unlock. Alright, I gotta figure out how I'm doing that. Alright. You've seen the worst sights in the prison of the world can offer. You always choose to walk away empty-handed. Okay, is this the one where I have to walk away for every chapter too? Because I think that I saw somewhere that there's one where I just have to leave every single time. I don't know. And then what are you? There are other ways to die to nature than let it swallow you whole. Okay, I think that that is the one that comes out of the beast. I think. That sounds like that should be what that is. Angels and demons are cut from the same cloth. It's best not to deny a proud being. So I'm assuming that's another route from the tower that does not, either the tower or the adversary, that is not apotheosis. Okay. I'm trying to think. So what got me from adversary to Eye of the Needle? I still have some stuff to do on Eye of the Needle. Huh. Check yourself. Now I gotta strategize, because we're getting down to the point where I'm gonna start repeating things on accident. Not start. That's already happened. And luckily now I know about autosave. So let me... The razor. There's still quite a bit left on the razor. So what do I want to do? The beast, still a lot to do on the beast. The beast comes after the witch, correct? Because I think the beast is what happened when I slayed the witch. Still got a lot left to do with the witch, too. Fight dirty, and a dark confrontation. Oh, that's all. Right until the world itself swallows you. Interesting. Alright, so there are several paths to take. I still haven't gotten, damn both of you to an oh, is that when is that if I slay the princess? I don't know. No, that would be... Huh. I don't know how to get this one. Okay, just for kicks, I'm gonna see what happens if I just turn around every single time and just don't, and just like refuse, because I haven't tried that yet. And so we'll see. Hero and the princess. Okay.
You're on a path. You're here. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yep.
Do you even know where you're going?
Nope.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? Your silence is deafening. But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that?
Okay, I can't read tonight. Jesus Christ. Okay, there's no finding this, is there? No. Okay. Oh yeah, well I guess start walking in a different direction. Again, in fact, I'm going to keep going, keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice.
Yeah.
Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction... Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world. You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies. You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Be like, yeah, get it?
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning. She will lie. If we're stuck, ignore him. Let's...
Oh, it's not gonna... Okay, so do the stranger, and then the next thing
The
will
cabin
be
interior is the
leaving
only...
every single
If you
time.
want to know, I've already... You can't listen to me. And if you're go... Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, I've done this. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a... You step to the left. The path is cruel against your feet, the impact of each step sending pulsing vibrations up your leg.
Do you know why you're here? I don't know what I'm doing. Huh.
What, like you need me to hold your hand and tell you everything's okay? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures,
We can do that. I don't like this. Again. Should we tell? Nah, let it. Right, I'm untip. It's after it seems to me. Whatever you. Oh, new.
Or actually, hold on. Retrieve the blade. Wait a second. I may be. Hold on. I'm rethinking something. Because I was determined to just go all the way through, but it's not going to let me turn around on this one. So let's... Oh, load. Duh, not save. Yes. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Okay, fine.
Because I think the
knife.
last time that I did
shouldn't
this...
hold it like that.
The last time that I did the Stranger,
Then
this
how are we
is what I
supposed to
did,
hold
and
it?
I just went down without the blade and went through
The
all
other
of the
way,
things.
some at the bottom will look much cooler and more. It really. Great. You keep your.
Oh, that's what I did last time. I threw it out the window. I forgot that was an option. Yeah, last time I did the Stranger, I entered the basement without the blade because I threw it out the window. Mystery solved.
The door to the basement creaks open. Nothing here seems to be the air here. If the prince
Yep.
avoid.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing?
You step to the left. The path is cruel again. The air around you grows cold the further you progress. At first, a barely noticeable drop, quickly evolving into a numbing cold. Your toes feel like blocks of ice. Your breaths puff out in clouds of condensed vapor. You shudder against it as you continue down the stairway, losing yourself in the bone deep. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
Oh.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you just going to stand there?
Yep.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Okay, so maybe it just does the same thing. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching you stare at me for a long, long time.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. I don't think she likes us.
You imagine why.
Wouldn't you be skeptical of someone stumbling in here if you were her? We lost ourselves the second we stepped into this place. I don't know how long she's been here, but I can't imagine it would be easy for her to trust anyone. Those eyes, though. They're so sharp. It's just deception. Don't buy into it. You can do this.
How strange. So, why are you here?
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've untip. It's hard to it seems to me. Whatever you new
Slay the... Okay, it's not gonna... I want... okay.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once you charge forward, knife gleaming to slay the princess just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? But this... Do you not have anything witty to say? No, I don't, because this isn't... Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly, I didn't actually... It's a little late for a grave.
Please.
She's gone. And is that...
Okay, the narrator's gone.
I'm begging you. This... Yeah,
Nothing, as we are. There is no exit. Bring me more perspective.
No. I want to, but I want to see what happens. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you. You won't.
You won't.
you're on a path. You're here.
Oh, it doesn't even give me the option. Okay. To get some sort of reward for doing this. Yeah. It's not going to let me turn around again.
You make your way up. A warning. She will... We're not going to ignore. The interior of the blade. You take the blade from the table. It... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminate her voice.
Who's there?
She said, "Don't let it..." Good. You're still listening to reason.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in... You ignore the trembling in your hand.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared?
You step forward.
I'm probably chained up. So, you...
She's unarmed.
Okay, what if she's bossing? Okay.
Doubt, unfortunately. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a... Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first. We can still turn... Are you serious? It's a good idea. We've taken some bad hits, but we've dealt some too. She has to be fine. You make a...
Do you really think...
She steps towards you, ignoring her chains. They creak and strain as she pulls against them until finally they break. She's free. Hurry. You push your broken body as she closes in and just barely manage to pass the threshold of the basement doorway before she catches up to you. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quick. Okay, you settle it. Isn't...
I know.
She said as she violently rattles the... Just
Ignore her and go
ignore
to
her.
sleep.
Maybe
Yeah.
the banging and wailing will stop if you just...
Hate it. Nightmare. Okay, turn around and
This
leave.
is good. Seriously? Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down. That's strange. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkable, but fine. You turn around and trek back down the path.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. What's going on? Where are we? It's finally happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
She pissed. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance fingers drag claws around the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if you don't bring us more gifts. Force pushing against your will? No, you cannot go back, not there. Regret, this world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation.
You're on a path in the woods.
Will it let me? No. Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
I may end up scrapping this run, because I just want to see what happens if I just keep turning
The
around.
interior of the blade is your implement. You take the blade from the table. The door to the basement creaks. Good. You're still listening to reason.
Then why did you bring a knife?
You ignore the trembling in your...
Then I'm not talking to you. I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just... Or drop the blade.
Thank you.
These are all things
Maybe
that I will
now
go
that-
back
We'll
and
be
do in
fine.
full because I'm interested
Don't
and
know
I
what you're
haven't
hoping to
done them, I
accomplish.
don't
So
think.
here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
We've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided?
You know. Oh, you have to. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Why
Maybe
will it
it's
not
some
let me
doubtful.
leave her in the basement? Okay.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement. Is someone... You make your way back. Without hesitation, you bring the blade down. The princess flinches.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
I thought
I've
we
seen
had the
that
upper
before.
hand, but it's an act. She's unarmed. I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking the two of you struggle.
Oh
Forget
yeah,
trying to
that's
rest.
still... Yep. Still the same one.
You roll out of her grasp
of.
and shakily, though we can still...
Oh, run for the stairs. Okay, so yeah, well, let me do that. Give
Are
up.
you serious? The princess. She places up her knees.
Pathetic.
This is the end. Everything goes dark.
And you die.
And you die.
Tower. Cool, now I'm just figuring out how to get to everything
on
that
the
I might
path.
need
You're
to
here
do
to
with next things. Okay, turn around and leave.
Serious? Fine. That's strange. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yup.
Fine. You turn around and...
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear... What's going on? Where are we?
The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by textured nothing. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. There's distant rumbling. Yep, she's mad. That which dwells in the empty spaces contracts across the edges of your mind again. She is furious. Betrayal. Every door you close on me is a door you close on yourself. Do you want to linger here entwined with a creature you taught to hate you forever? Eternity never ends. Cold spite. Our infinity shrink into something less. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Ooh. Hero and the princess.
You're
Why
on
have
a
you come
path
back?
in the wood. You're here. You make your way up.
This
A warning.
truly is
She will-
chaos.
We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him.
Skip. Proceed.
The interior of the...
Skip. Enter the basement.
The door to her voice.
Skip.
Good.
Continue.
You're still...
Skip.
Okay.
Thank you. You turn back to the stairs.
Where are you going? You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip.
Slip. She has to be... You rush up to the... Okay. If we're sure about... You slowly creep down the basement stairs. Where the princess sat. Is it just... Your eyes... Where is she? You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open.
I can wait.
You do your best, but eventually... Come on. You wait for as long as you can. You barely even realize that your pain tears you from your sleep. The prince... It can't just end like... As much as I'd prefer, everything goes dark. You're on a path. You're here. Yes, we're saying... Serious? Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the... That's strange. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? But fine. You turn around and trek back down...
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear... What's going on? Where are we? A dark place. Thoughts like us shouldn't be here.
There's a distant rumbling once again. She's gonna kill me. Desperate, please. I do not hate you. I'm sorry I said I hate you. I do not have to hate you. We can still leave this place together. Oh, I feel so bad. We can be friends. Ecstasy, you are elated. You have never felt more elated than you feel now. Everything is good. You cannot remember what it is like to feel anything other than euphoric joy. A reminder, we can be worse than enemies. Agony, you are torn into a million pieces and you feel pain in each of them. You have never felt more miserable than you do now. You cannot remember what it's like to feel anything other than anguish. Mercy, you are elated again. You have never felt more elated than you feel now, in contrast to the agony you've suffered. This elation is better than all of the other elation you've experienced. Round eyes looking up at you, I need more vessels so that I can be finished. I cannot find them on my own for they are me. You are the only one who can do this. You are our only salvation. I feel so bad. What can I do
You're
to
on
make
a
you
path.
stop?
You're here.
I just have to finish this run. I'm so sorry.
That's the spirit. You make your... A warning. She will... We're not going to ignore. The interior of the blade. The door to the basement. Good. You're still listening. You're only making this...
Okay.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Without hesitation, the wound drives her. Okay. There's no going back.
You bastard. Were you
Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well. Your blade... You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess.
Turn around and
you're the
leave.
boss. Seriously? Fine. I suppose you just
Lost
quietly
count. I don't know if we're on
continue-
4 or 5. I don't know if this is going to be the last one.
You're really keen on
Next
wasting
one may be the
everyone's
last
time,
one.
aren't you?
Yep.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies.
Counting on it. Dejection. Feelers limp against your soul. Why? I'm so sorry. Long silence, a hollow heart. I don't want to see you. Oh. The hero and the princess.
You're here.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Silently continue.
You make your way.
I feel like this is like in the movie where the time loop keeps happening and it just speeds up every single time and gets worse and worse and worse and more
The
chaotic.
interior
This
of the
is what this
blade.
feels like. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement.
Skip.
Good.
Continue.
You're
Skip. Hold on, let's talk first.
Okay.
Skip. Some of the chains.
only making this more difficult. You're making a huge mistake.
Maybe there's some.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Fine. No, we won't have any of as the princess approaches. Stop that.
That's weird. I've never seen it gray out slay the princess and input
blade.
resist. That's wild.
Move the
I broke the
blade.
game. Not really. I know that that's how that's programmed, but it's just weird to see it like that. Damsel. Okay. Turn on the
Running
leave.
away? Seriously?
Yup.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly. That's strange. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yup.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the.
Speed run. The feelers hold you in a gentle caress. Resignation. I cannot stop you, but our spool is clearly taut. A warning. If you come here again, we will be here forever. Oh, this is the incomplete existence. Okay. That's the one that I needed. Alright, I figured it out,
You're
y'all.
on a path in the woods. You're here.
This is gonna be the last one then. Okay. Silently continue to the cabin. It doesn't really
You
matter.
make your way up the short.
Proceed.
The interior of the cabin.
Oh, it won't even let me not take the
You take
blade.
the blade from the.
Enter the basement.
The door to the. Her voice.
Yep.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
We should. Don't you dare. It's fine.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious.
Oh, have you decided what?
You know what. Oh, you have to be. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall. They're large and heavy.
I'll be here.
Yep. Return to the stairs.
You make your way back to. Against your better judgment, you place the. No, we won't have
Locked
any of that. The
door.
stake as the princess
Screw
approaches the.
you. Slay the princess. Warn her.
Stop that. The blade. Move the
Stab.
blade.
Prisoner. Okay. Turn around
I'm
and
not
leave.
so sure running. Seriously? You're just going to. Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Indeed
But
I am.
fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Last one. Okay. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. You find yourself in a long quiet. Once again, memory returns. Let's go. There's distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds, undulating pulse louder as something other comes close. Poems. Oblivion. The many feelers pull your shape into something formless. You have made a decision. It is the wrong one. I love you. Oh, I'm so sorry. You are bliss, joy, and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. You are agony. You are a numbing arm, a parched throat, an open wound, your soul forced back into existence. I love you. You are bliss, joy, and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. You are agony, a numbing arm, a parched throat, an open wound, your soul forced back into existence. I love you. You are bliss, joy, and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. You are agony, numbing arm, parched throat, an open wound, your soul forced back into existence. I love you. Ooh. Okay, wait. Consciousness fades away. Cool. Although I may have... Hold on. That may not have been the correct choice, so we may go back. Just for chaos' sake. Yes, 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 yes. Go, 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 go. Be done, credits. Return. Load game. Autosave. Okay. Exist. Exist. I just want to see what happens if you keep existing. I'm gonna keep going. We may be here for a minute. I just want to see how long this is gonna keep going. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, the definition of insanity. I'm just gonna keep doing it. This is the entire point of this playthrough. There may legitimately be nothing here. And crash the game. And it became a cookie clicker. Yeah, I think this just keeps going in circles. Yeah. We'll fade away again. This is a fun experiment, guys. And now more clicking as I go through the credits again. Alright, back to the memories. Did I actually... Yes! Damn both of you to an incomplete existence. I got all the spaces between. Let's go, y'all. Alright, so that is finished. Heck yeah. Alright, ends and beginnings have all but one. Always leave a means of easy egress. I still don't know what that means. I haven't been able to get that one. I may have to do some research before the next stream. Considering that we just finished 2 whole playthroughs, technically, of the game, I think that's where we're gonna stop it for today. Looking back at this, we can see everything that I did today. Those have been done for a while, and then I ended up getting the Wraith and the Thorn. And who else? I think that might have been the only new one. Yeah, those were the 2 new ones that I got, and then I was able to finish the spaces between with the chaos run of just leaving continuously. So next time, I'm going to look into see what I can do about getting these here, and also figure out how I need to get that, because I'm not sure. We'll see. So yeah, we're making some good progress, y'all. So yeah, that is it for our game today. Thank you for joining me. If you like the Slay the Princess stuff, I try to do this every Saturday that I'm available, usually around 2:30-ish, assuming that something doesn't come up. So definitely be on the lookout for that next week. Tomorrow, the guys are streaming Umineko. They stream Umineko every Sunday and Thursday, I believe. And then Tuesdays have become Fallout. Partizit is now playing through Fallout New Vegas, so if you have any interest in that, please go check out him playing Fallout. Also, exciting news this week, the podcast comes back. You know, the Nat 1 podcast, the thing that we started this thing for. So yeah, the podcast comes back on Wednesday at noon. We are going to, as of today, record that episode tomorrow. So yeah, podcast is back, and we've got some cool new stuff coming down the pipe for you guys this year. We've been working on some new projects and some new things. We're also going to have some live appearances happening over the course of this year at different conventions. So big things for Nat 1 this year. So definitely keep a lookout. If you like what you saw here, maybe subscribe, maybe like, definitely check out more of our content, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for joining me.